That was one of the reasons behind this visit, is to see what role America is playing in a number of different places, but particularly in Iraq, Syria, and in that growing conflict. And they're multifaceted. We all read about the war against ISIS. We can talk about that, but embedded in that is the cause of why this happened to begin with. And the reason why an ISIS or ISIS-like groups will continue to bedevil the world in that region is the political instability that exists in both Syria and in Iraq. In the case of Syria, there's really the fundamental question of whether that will ever be a unitary country again. Bashar al-Assad has his hands just soaked in blood. And I can just tell you firsthand, having spoken to people that were impacted by that, there is no way that these people will ever be governed by him again. And ISIS could be wiped out tomorrow. They will join up with the next group that comes around to get rid of him. Because when someone basically levels your city into rubble, kills your father, your mother, your children, destroys your life, forces you to flee, there is no way you're ever going to accept that person's legitimacy ever again. Of course, embedded in Syria is also all the surrogate players that are involved in a geopolitical chess game, whether it's Russia or Iran and its affiliates. In the case of Iraq, it has similar, this is a country that's long been divided along lines, Kurds, Shia, Sunni, and then, of course, Christians and other religious minorities caught in the middle, as they are in Syria as well. And it, too, has seen this sort of sectarianism invade its politics for a very long time, and also further complicates what comes after. For even if ISIS is defeated, all these fundamental problems are still there. So it's a mistake to think we can go in and solve them all, right? We can draft a constitution for them and tell them this is how it's going to be and you're going to do it. That's not the way it'll work. I don't anticipate either of these countries is going to look like New Zealand anytime in the near 30 to 40 years. But I do think we have an interest in what happens. Because what we do know is this. Whenever there are vacuums of instability created, particularly in that part of the world, that vacuum is filled by radicals. And those radicals almost always, irrespective of what we are doing or not doing, almost always try to target America either for their own prestige, for ideological reasons, or both.